Good morning, students. Welcome to the Literature in English class. I am going to explain you the story Quality. I would resume my explanation from where I left. Now, the customers of Mr. Jessler Brothers had reduced. Now, what is reproach? Reproach means this was disappointed in one of the Jessler brothers' eyes. The author could see it clearly. He asked, "What has he done to the shop?" He answered that to maintain the shop was expensive, so they sold off a part of it. They could not maintain the shop as the business had reduced, as people don't come to Jessler Brothers for boot making. He asked, "Does he want some more boots?" The narrator knew about the history of Jessler Brothers, that they needed money badly. Their business was reducing, so instead of 2 pairs, he ordered 3. He wanted to give them more money. He left from there. The narrator had himself made a secret plan against the Jessler brothers. One does not bother who had conspire against anyone. Again, after many months, as the shoes made by Jessler brothers lasted for long, so he visited shop after many years. He will not leave the shop, even if his elder brother was there. He would continue wearing the shoes made by him. He would never leave going to Jessler brothers. The author knew the nature of both the brothers. The younger brother could disapprove him, but the elder brother could not disapprove to his idea. He would just stand dumbly. And to his relief, the elder brother was there, who had a piece of leather in his hand. The younger brother did not appear in front of him, but the elder brother came to attend the narrator. He asked Jessler brother how was he doing. He came close and peered at him. Meant that, as being old, the people cannot see properly, so they stared to recognize the person and make out who the person was. He said he was doing well, but Jessler told that his elder brother was dead. Although the author thought that it was the elder brother who was attending him, but no, it was the younger brother. The elder brother had passed away. The younger one had also become pale, old, and ill. He had never mentioned his brother earlier. He informed now that his elder brother was dead. So the author was shocked to hear about the death. He said he was sorry. The author reconfirmed, saying yes, that the person used to make good boots. He was a good man, but he was dead. While Jessler brother was talking to the author, he gave an indication to the author. He touched his head, where the hair had turned thin, as it had been on his poor elder brother's head, to indicate the elder brother died because of age or some illness, or he was also suffering from the same illness. Jessler brother ran the 2 shops from a long time. When they were out of business because of the larger firms and were not able to maintain the shoe shops, they had to sell the other one. Now they were just left with 1 shop. The elder brother, who might have established, could not digest that he had to sell off one of the shops, so he was tense, disappointed, and his business was low. So he had to sell off his shop, which might have been the cause of his death. He held up the letter in his hand and asked the author whether he wanted more boots, as the piece he was carrying in his hand was beautiful. He ordered several pair because Jessler brothers' business was shrinking. The boots were better than ever because he did not want to lose his customers. If he would maintain the quality, people would visit him again and again. He would grow in business. It was impossible for those boots to get worn out or torn, as they were made with great dedication and hard work. And soon after, he went abroad. After a year he was again in London. And when the author visited was in London, he visited his old friend's shops, that is the Gessler brothers' shops. Of course, who was his old friend's shops? When the younger brother was 60, he was looking 75 now. He was shaking, he had become old, he had problem with his sight. Now it was hard for him to recognize his customers. The memory fades when the person grows old. He was observing Mr. Jessler very minutely. In order to change his opinion, he said the boots were very good. He had been wearing those boots very often, and they are not even half worn out. They are still very fresh. Now, when we meet somebody who has turned old, he stares for a long time on those boots, and they were a pair of boots made of Russian leather, and it seemed his face regained steadiness. He placed his hand on the instep of the author. He asked to do they fit him there or they were tight at that part. He recalled what trouble he had in making those boots. The author assured Jessler brothers that the boots fitted properly, even if they did not. Younger Jessler brother asked the narrator whether he needs more boots. If yes, he can make it for them quickly, as there was no work left. He was quite free because there was less work. He answered he wants all the boots of all kinds, although he didn't require, but being a fan of Jessler brothers, he wanted to have it. Jessler brother said that he would make fresh model. Jessler brother was without energy. He took the measurement. He had forgotten that he had already told the narrator that his elder brother was dead. To watch him was very painful. As he had grown old, the author was glad to go away. The author could not see how these boots were aging, how these brothers were aging, and how business was decreasing or getting affected day by day. The author thought Jessler brother was getting pale and wouldn't get the boots easily. But one evening a parcel was brought in which it contained boots. The author had ordered 4 pairs in a row. They were packed up in a row. No doubt they fitted very well, as they were made by Jessler brothers. They were the best he had ever made. In the mouth of one of the town walking boots he found the bill. The amount was the same, but it was shocking. Earlier the bill used to be sent a little later, but the bill was sent. He wrote a check and paid off the bill. The author, being the well-wisher, wanted to meet him personally, so when he reached there, the usual signboard was missing, but in the window, the boots were still there. The same kind of shoes were there. The narrator was upset to see that 2 little shops again made into one. A young man with an English face was there. He called in, Jessler, is Jessler there? The person who was standing there gave him a strange, flattery look to attract the author. No, sir, they have taken over the shop. Mr. Jessler does not exist any more there. But they had purchased the shop from him. But where were Jessler brothers? He answered, was dead. The author was shocked to hear the news. Why did the old man die? It was because of starvation. Slowly, he reduced eating. The doctor used the word slow starvation. He was so engrossed in making boots that he would keep the shop open even after the normal working hours. He wouldn't let anyone touch the boots except himself. When he used to get an order, people are not used to waiting, so they would ask him to hurry up. This made him miss his meals and was the cause of his death. Even the person who replaced him said that nobody in London made better boots than Jessler brothers. They didn't have money to advertise, no attractive banner. He did not believe in hiring people who look after the business, but Mr. Jessler did not allow anybody to intervene or work on the boots. The Englishman had observed the Jessler brothers used to make boots day and night, to the very last breath. The Englishman used to watch him making boots with dedication. He never gave himself time to eat, not a penny in the house. Whatever he earned went in rent and leather. The only thing everybody said about him was that He made good boots. The author, with a heavy heart, went out of the shop quickly. The author also knew that nobody would make as good quality boots as Jessler Brothers. With this, I end the story. I hope everybody has understood it. Now, there is an assignment attached to the video. Quality made Jessler's fall tragic. Comment. Do this assignment in your fair literature notebooks. Thank you and have a